I'm sure that we can all agree that when our schools are strong, our communities thrive. When we think about strong schools and thriving communities, we think about one of our core values in the Kansas School District, that of excellence. Student excellence is a balance of rigorous academic, social, and career readiness skills. We'd not propose a levy renewal without considering the impact of each and every KSD student and all members of our team KSD. We need all of our premier and diverse workforce of teachers, paraeducators, principals, custodians, nurses, social workers, and all educational support staff to truly successfully prepare all of our children for their futures. Because the state does not fully fund education, local levy funding allows us to provide the quality education for our community that our community expects for our children. This goes above and beyond the minimum funded by the state. Ultimately, better schools help build a stronger community, which will improve our quality of life, keep crime down, and help increase the value of our homes. So please remember to vote. All right, let's talk about the logistics of this renewal levy. Our educational programs and operations renewal levy will be on the ballot for February 8th, 2022. We're seeking a 2-year cycle, so that includes the calendar years of 2023 and 2024. That's because our current 21-22 levy ends in December of 2022. Because education is not fully funded, as I stated earlier, we're asking for the full amount possible to ensure we can maintain our current level of education for our students. We are seeking $76.25 million each year, 2023 and 2024, which equates to about 16% of KSD's annual operating budget. This means that there would be no increase in the total amount collected for 2023-2024. Our estimated tax rate would be $1.88 per $1,000 of assessed property value. Again, it's important to note this levy does represent 16% of the KSD's annual budget. So what does levy fund? Again, $76.25 million dollars represents 16% of our operating budget and would be reasonable for funding several things that positively impact student learning, specifically smaller class sizes, student safety, school nurses, athletics and extracurricular activities, fine and performing arts, and innovative career readiness course offerings. The levy also funds bullying and prevention, social and emotional learning programs, educational support students for students with special needs, daily operations to support clean, healthy, and well-maintained schools, classrooms, professional development for teachers, for paraeducators, principals, and educational support staff, and the funding of essential staff like classroom teachers, nurses, counselors, social workers, support staff, custodians, and bus drivers that are not fully funded by the state. Let's dig into these a little bit more. Smaller class sizes happen by increasing the number of teachers we hire. In fact, a little more than 130 teachers in KSD right now are currently funded by the EP&O levy of 21-22. We've all heard the stories over the years about large class sizes and there not being enough desks or spaces in classrooms for our kids. This priority makes it so that we don't have to hear those types of stories again. And research says that lower class sizes has a positive impact on student learning. So please remember to vote. Student safety. Keeping students safe is and always has been our #1 priority in the Kansas School District. The state currently funds a little less than 5 full-time safety officers in the Kansas School District. Because safety and security of our students is the #1 priority, Kansas School District chooses to have 18 school safety officers supporting our 41 schools. So 13 of our safety officers are funded and supported by our local levy dollars. Our safety officers work hard each day building trusting, and mutual relationships with our students. In addition to not only funding additional safety officers, we continue to update and add to our safety cameras, as well as our safety equipment that supports our schools. Keeping our students healthy while they're at school is very important. Kids have a hard time concentrating on their coursework or in classrooms if they're not feeling well, which is why having caring and qualified nurses in our schools is critical to the student development and success. Currently, the state funds 4 of our 22 nurses in KSD. This means that not all of our 41 schools have a full-time nurse. In fact, most of our nurses are split between schools. Our levy funds fund just over 17 additional nurses for our students and our schools in the KSD. So please remember to vote. Supporting athletics and extracurricular activities is critical to the growth and development of the whole child. Research continues to say that students involved in one or more school-based activities outside of their academic day see a positive impact on their overall school experience, life skill development, and personal well-being. Levy support is key to being able to offer a wide variety of athletic and extracurricular activities for all of our students. ASB funds are just not enough. So please remember to vote. Fine and performing arts, another of our many levy priorities. We can all appreciate the impact our fine and performing arts programs have on our students. Did you know that most of all of our arts programs receive no state funding and rely solely on levy dollars to support their growth and sustainability? Fine and performing arts programs have a positive impact on our students, our families, and our community, and are a critical part of a healthy school culture. So please remember to vote. Career readiness is in our mission. Being a student and a community member in Kent, we have a unique opportunity to be in the 4th largest industrial city in the country. We want to make sure that our students are prepared to take advantage of our local high-tech STEM or STEAM type jobs and careers right here in Kent. Creating innovative course offerings at the secondary schools that ensures we are meeting our KSD mission of successfully preparing all students for their futures is critical. These courses and opportunities are solely funded by our levy. Strong financial management. Moody's Financial Rating Service recently provided an upgrade of Kent's credit status to a AA3 rating, which means we are secure financially in KSD. They also cited our management's ability to address our challenging financial situations and to continue to deliver strong results. This is just another measurement to show that we are financially stable, fiscally wise school district in terms of managing our taxpayers' dollars and our financial commitments. Oops. This slide shows the breakdown of our combined tax rate history from the EP&O levy, the capital tech levy, and the bonds. So when we look at our EP&O levy amounts over time, which are the dark blue, we are proposing to our community in February of 2022, next month, a flat tax rate. As you can see, this is noted in the graph from 2020 to 2023, where it shows no projected increase in the combined tax rate. Our KSD community is currently paying around $3.83 overall for the combined tax rate. And what we're asking is that we continue that rate moving forward into 2023, 2024. As you can see from years past, we've been as high as $6.03 as far as combined tax rate goes in 2013. This is the first back-to-back 2-year levy cycle that we've had no projected increase to the combined tax rate and propose a flat tax rate of $1.88 for our EP&O levy coming on the ballot February 8th. The overall tax rate, again, is composed of 3 smaller tax rates. So if you look at the 2023 bar graph there, our materials and operations, or our EP&O levy, which is the renewal levy that we are speaking of today, is represented in the royal blue color at $1.88 per $1,000 of assessed property value. Our capital facilities and technology levy is represented in the green portion at 73 cents per $1,000 of assessed value. And our bond support that support buildings and structures is in the light blue at $1.22 per $1,000 of assessed value, making combined $3.83 overall. We are proposing that our overall tax rate remains the same for our taxpayers, and that allows us to continue to provide the same level of academic rigor, social, emotional experiences, and extracurricular experiences for our students in the Kansas School District. This is a combined tax rate comparison looking at our neighboring districts in South King County. This slide shows, compared to our neighboring school districts across South King County, you can see that KSD falls right below the average of our neighbors. The light blue bar is the South King County District combined tax rate average. So it goes back to that $3.83 I was just referring to on the previous slide. The Kansas School District bar is just below the neighboring district average. We're not the highest levy authority in comparison to those in South King County, but we're also not the lowest. This rate allows us to provide a robust academic program for our students without overtaxing or overburdening our community. Here's another look at our educational programs and operations portion when it's pulled out and compared to our regional districts. So again, you'll see this is actually 2020. So if this was showing the 2023, it'd be $1.88. This is showing 2020 in comparison to our neighboring districts at $1.69. As you can see, Kent sits near the low end of the local levy rates in terms of funding to support educational programs beyond what the state provides. And we are within the reasonable low range compared to those districts around us in the region. All right, some important dates. As you know, as we've stated in the first couple slides, the election date is February 8th. So that's coming up fairly quickly, 4.5 weeks or so. It's important as we look at these dates and we consider the special election for the renewal of the EP&O levy, that remember that our school board of directors, November 23rd, unanimously voted to support this 2022 renewal levy. So as we move forward, looking at those dates, ballots will be dropping in about 2 weeks from now. And of course, then we've got about 2.5 weeks after that before election day on February 8th. So we encourage everyone to get out and vote. And in closing, we encourage you to continue to learn more about the importance of our 2022 EP&O levy renewal through our levy website. You can see the website there, the email address, phone numbers. You can also find our large frequently asked questions section at our website to help answer any questions you may have. If you find that you have more questions that are answered on the website, please do not hesitate to reach out through the email that's presented there or the phone number listed on the slide. Thank you for your time and continued support. We cannot do this amazing work with and for our students without the support of our caring community. So please remember to vote on February 8th.